Hey guys, I'm Deepthi and in today's video I'm going to be doing like a summer sweat proof makeup look. That's something that you can wear on a daily basis, something you can wear to work and everything. And this is a makeup look I would like to wear on a daily basis as well because it's lightweight but it's sweat proof. It lasts the test of humidity and everything. And also something that is very simple, and I'm also going to be talking to you guys about some of my favorite products from Plume. So let's get started. So firstly, I'm going to be priming my skin, and for that I'm going to be using the Plume Silk Blur Moisturizing Primer. You guys know my thoughts on this primer. It's an absolutely amazing primer where it actually blurs your skin to an extent. It fills in your pores and it doesn't make your face look really sweaty and like you have a lot of product on, but it also hydrates your skin. So this primer has avocado extract and hyaluronic acid in it, which hydrates your skin and makes it look nice and plump but not very greasy looking. So a perfect product to start off your makeup with during this hot summer day. And then moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using a very lightweight base, something that looks like my second skin. And because it's really hot, I don't really like to go with heavy full coverage foundation, so nothing that is too much. So you can use any BB cream and any CC cream or any lightweight foundation because it wouldn't look too much and you wouldn't really feel very sweaty and heavy on your face. And to blend that, I'm going to be using one of my favorite products again from this brand, which is the Celestial Makeup Sponge. It's a really nice, soft and squishy sponge, and it just, you can see it's just like nice and soft. It blends the foundation within no time, and this is one very essential product that makes your base go on really smooth. It shears it out to an extent and makes it look like second skin. Okay, amazing product. And if you're looking for coverage as such, you can just take the same product, dot a little bit more of it on your face, and then take the Plume Microfibre sponge and just dab it on. This sponge, what I really like about this is that it doesn't absorb too much of product, so it actually gives you a seamless blend but adding good coverage to your skin. And then moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using something that's extremely lightweight but adds good coverage and has a good lasting power, and something that doesn't look too heavy for a daily basis. So I'm going to be blending that out with the pointy edge of the Celestial Makeup Sponge. It blends it like a dream, and you guys can see it can actually fit into the nooks and corner of your eye, and it actually blends out the concealer really well. So I absolutely love this sponge. It's like a multi-purpose product, and I feel like sponges are great for that. And then to blend the concealer around my mouth, I'm going to be using the Plume Flat Top Kabuki brush. This, you can see it blends the concealer in no time, like literally in fraction of a second. And this is something that I do use on a regular basis. Like if I feel like I'm a little bit lazy to use a sponge, I use a brush like this. And then you can immediately set your base in place with a loose powder, or you can do all the other cream products, but I'm going to be setting it right away. For that, I'm going to be using the Plume P22 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to set loose powder, and it gives you a like light dusting of powder. So what all you have to do is take the powder that you desire and tap off all of the excess and just apply it lightly all over your face, and you can see it instantly mattifies your skin, and this will ensure that your base is staying in place. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, and there's no creasing. The concealer is also set in place and nothing moves underneath your eyes as well. Now if you are someone who likes to contour on a regular basis, of course this is where you would be doing that. You can add like a subtle amount of product so that it doesn't look too much, and you can take the Plume Microfibre sponge, which is really great to blend out cream contour. And now for blush, you can use the lipstick from Plume. This one is their Plush Matte Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Hightea, which is a beautiful nude shade. I have applied that as well in the demo, and you guys can see how beautiful it looks. And this will make sure that your blush is actually lasting for a really long time, because I feel like blush is the first thing that fades away from your face, but this formula is quite long lasting on the lips as well. So even on the cheek, it is going to last for a really long time, and it blends really well. So I'm using a combination of the shade Hightea first, and then I also applied the shade Mauvening for that slight pink effect. So the shade Hightea is a very like nude shade of blush, and the shade Mauvening adds a little bit of pink to my cheek. But alternatively, you can also use their liquid lipstick, and these would make sure that your blush is lasting really long. I love how that shade looks. It blended out like a dream, and this is gonna make sure that your makeup lasts for a really long time, no matter if you're sweating. You can of course set this as well. All the cream products are nicely staying in place. And now we can move on to bronzer. You can use a powder bronzer, and for that I'm going to be using the Plume P22 brush, which is an angled contour brush. I like to keep the bronzer very light-handed. So this brush is good if you want to like contour your face, bronzer up. Once that's done, you can of course spritz your makeup with setting spray and then use a sponge like this to set everything in place and just make it look nice and seamless. But I feel like my makeup looks nice and seamless already. And also you can top it off with a highlighter if you want to, and if you're someone who uses highlighter on a daily basis, but I don't quite like it. And now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be taking the same shade called Hightea with a brush like this. This one is the Plume P21 brush, and just taking this lipstick on this brush and applying it. As you guys know that I haven't concealed my eyelid. I like the natural pigmentation of it to peek through, and when I blend a shade like this, which is pretty mauve toned, it looks really nice. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to be using this Plume P19 brush, which is a small pencil brush, and taking the same shade and applying it very lightly on my lower lash line. And then for eyebrows, I have this brush. This is the Plume P15 brush. It has an angled side to it as well as a spoolie, and I have used this brush so many times to fill in my brows. So you can use a brow pencil as well, like you can use an eyebrow pencil, but I'm using a brow pomade because I just want just specific areas of my eyebrows to be filled, and that's it, not like properly filling it in, because I have like bushy eyebrows and they're not shaped at all, so it just looks out of hand. So I take the angled end of this, the pomade on it, and just fill it wherever it feels a little bit sparse. And this liner brush, you guys, it's amazing. It's not too thick and it's not like too flimsy. It gives you that precision. Look at that precision to fill in your brows. So now moving on to lipstick, I'm going to be swatching some of my favorite lipsticks and liquid lipsticks from the Plume Plush matte lipstick range, as well as the Plume Luxe matte liquid lipstick range. So firstly, I will be swatching my all-time favorite shade, that is Coffee Date. What a beautiful burnt coppery shade this one is, and I can see this one flatter so many different skin tones. And if you haven't already watched my Instagram reel, I will link it in the description box below. This one is a dupe for a very popular lipstick, and you guys would love this one even over that original expensive lipstick. This is that good. And I can see a lot of people really love the formula of these lipsticks because they glide on the lips like butter and they feel like nothing on the lips. They're lightweight, pigmented, and they don't really dry your lips out and have a decent wear time. The next shade that we have is a beautiful red shade, which is called Kiss Me Red. This is a beautiful blue toned red shade, and again a dupe of a very popular lipstick. Check out my Instagram reel for more details. Just look at how amazing this one looks. Next shade we have is called Wine O'Clock. This is a beautiful deep pink shade, and again I can see this one work for so many different skin tones. Just look at it. It's a very wearable shade, and that's what I absolutely love about this. Next shade that we have is called Happy Hour, and you guys know how much I love these kind of like plummy berry shades, and this again of course would suit a lot of different skin tones. And the last shade we have is called Showbiz, and this is such a beautiful like peachy pink shade, and I couldn't find a dupe for this shade. I tried to look up the shade in my collection, and it's perfect for the summer months. I feel like it's such a wearable shade, yet it has a little bit of brightness to it. So those were my favorite shades from the Plume Plush Matte lipstick range. These definitely stand for the name. The formula is plush. The packaging looks plush and expensive, and it would definitely catch your eye. Now moving on to their liquid lipsticks, which I have a couple of favorite shades from this as well to talk to you guys about. First of all, just look at the packaging of this. It is definitely luxe. The formula is amazing. It glides on the lips, it's long lasting, and it's not very drying on the lips as well. And also the applicator, it makes it really easy and gives you precise application. So first shade that I'm going to be swatching is called Looker. So the shade Looker is a subtle pink shade, and it's a very wearable pink and would suit a lot of different skin tones. Again, even if you don't really like pink shades, I think you would really enjoy using this because it's not like too bright. So this is what the shade Money Mover looks like. It's certainly a unique shade, and I don't really have anything like this in my collection. It has a little bit of orange brown hints to it, and such a beautiful shade. So another shade that I absolutely love is the shade Flirtist. This is a beautiful red shade. It's almost like a true red shade, and if you are a sucker for red liquid lipsticks, you can try this one out because the formula is amazing, lasting power is really good, and it's not drying on your lips at all. It feels really nice and lightweight. So those were all the lipsticks, and of course the liquid lipsticks that I absolutely love. There is a shade for every single one of you. You can look up the swatches. I have already done an entire swatch video on their liquid lipstick. I'll link it right here. You can check out more shade options. They do have so many different shades. And then let's move on to some of the tools that I absolutely love from this brand. Of course, the sponges. Both of these sponges are my favorite, and this one particularly is something that I reach out for the most, the Celestial makeup sponge. And the Plume microfiber sponge is also a really good product. So in case you're looking at investing in good quality sponges, you can definitely look into this. So now coming to the brushes, the Plume P03 flat top kabuki brush. Use it a lot to get ready off camera, while getting ready. In so many other videos of mine, I always get asked which brush this one is. It is the Plume flat top kabuki brush. Blends your foundation and your other products like a dream. The Plume P23 tapered powder brush, really nice to set powder on your face, and also this can work if you want to apply a little bit of highlighter as well. And then the Plume P01 brush. This is more of like a fluffy powder brush that you can use to set compact powder and add a little bit of coverage to your skin as well. This is also a really good powder brush if you were looking for that. And then coming to the eyes, I have a lot of different favorite brushes. The Plume P07 brush, which is like this. This is a crease brush, and this is something I reach out for so much to pack on color onto my lid, blend the color into my crease, and add a good transition shade. A really nice brush, such an underrated product. And also the Plume P22 brush, which is a little bit more tapered compared to the other brush, and you guys can see it's actually a little bit messy because it is something that I use genuinely on a regular basis to get ready. And this one again is a little bit more tapered, so if you wanted to add a good wash of color more precisely towards your crease, these brushes work for that. And then we have, of course, the liner brush, which I already mentioned in today's video. Really good brush. And then we have a flat shader brush, that is P11. I have talked about flat shader brushes like this, which are not too thick, in so many videos. I love this brush because it picks up the shimmer shade very well, and it packs on that color really well on the lid as well. When a flat shader brush is very thick, it doesn't really pack on the color the way I like it to. So this is how I like my flat shader brushes to be. It should be flat and it picks on the color really well. And then two pencil brushes that I absolutely love. This one is the Plume P19 brush, which I used in today's video as well. Really good dome shaped pencil brush. You can apply nice wash of color in your lower lash line. And this one is a P08 brush. This looks like a brush you wouldn't even use that much, but trust me, it picks up the color, and when you wanted to apply it closer to your lashes and like a very precise line, and you don't want it to look very diffused, you would really like this. And I also use this to apply a little bit of color to my inner corner. So sometimes I take a very light shimmer shade and apply it to my inner corner and drag it into my crease, and that's what I use this brush for. And these brushes are really messy. I need to wash them. I have washed these brushes so many times. They don't really shed, they don't really break, so they are very durable products. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my quick sweat proof makeup look, as well as some of my absolute favorite products from Plume. I will link all the products in the description box below, along with a coupon code with which if you shop with this coupon code on the Plume website, you would get additional discount. And also Plume is available on other websites and app like Nykaa, Amazon. As usual, I will link everything in the description box below. So while you're checking that out, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.